Hola, como está? What's going on?
Hi.
In the building with Medici. How you guys doing? Welcome to Fuse Unbothered, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. We up in your airwaves, and you know when we hear, it's eargasm, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we do it. We give you the best. You know what I'm saying? Like, turn up the volume right now. That's what I'm saying. And if you're driving, fasten your seatbelt and grab yourself a bottle of what?
If you didn't know I'm looking at you, ask them how they're doing. You didn't ask me how I'm doing.
How you doing? I'm sorry.
How? We're on set, so I'll just let it pass. Anyways, I'm doing great. So good to be here.
You look good.
Thank you so much. You look amazing as well. As always. As so daddy.
Oh, holla. It's crazy. You know these things, guys. All right, guys. We have so much to talk about today.
That's right.
A lot of good news, funny stuff, and a lot of, conversational stuff. But you want to find out what we're talking about, you have to stick around after this break. We will be right back. Don't move a muscle.
I used to care for the world's opinion.
Next.
I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Fuse Unbothered.
It is funny how when I saw this video, the first thoughts that came to my mind was these guys are jokers. I'm talking about the video of the South Africans that were about to inaugurate or launch a new bridge that actually capsized while they were doing that. I saw the bridge first and I'm like, why did they have to make a ceremony to be actually inaugurating this flyover?
Did you call it flyover?
Yes.
Really?
Like, is it even flyover or just like... You get what I'm saying? It's like a big gutter.
There's something called karma.
Okay.
So I feel like it's karma. If you ask me, we've seen it happen a couple of times, even in Nigeria, right? And nobody comes out to say, "Oh, okay, this is what happened." We don't really see it taken into law, like taking the proper. People don't take the proper action towards it. But now it is happening in South Africa.
When I saw that video, I was like, "Yes, this happens in Nigeria," but I don't think I've seen any video that is capsizing and like the bridge is capsizing, because I know that we know that there's one honorable that was, I think they launched a bridge. It was not. This thing is actually like Paco, and you get just to like fly something, and
I'll just call it karma.
whoa. I also saw a tweet some time ago that it is only in an African country that people are being celebrated for the duty they should perform ordinarily. Like, it's like, why do they have to do a ceremony for that kind of?
They want to show you they are working. They're not just using your money.
Is that supposed to?
They're not using your money.
Supposed to pass as one of the basic infrastructure that they were able to achieve in a regime in governance? Because, let's be sincere. You as a 9-to-5er, you have a corporate work or duty at the office. If you decide to, what's it called? Perform your task of 1 week in 2 days, you would not be applauded, or would your salary be increased? Because that is why you are there.
Yeah.
Do you understand me? So, first off, the fact that they are even inaugurating some very basic...
It didn't look like a bridge. I mean, calling it a flyover is like, okay, let's give it a name.
Just cross a gutter.
Something I was done in the ghetto. Like, it was in the trenches.
I'm in the ghetto. Okay, moving on.
What we're laughing about is not funny, guys.
Yeah, but come on. It's actually funny, Sha. Let's move on and congratulate the baby.
Yeah.
Maltina, share happiness.
Fuse Unbothered.
Moving on, we'd like to say a very big congratulations to Nigerian gospel singer Mercy Chinwo.
That's right.
Now, she celebrated her birthday a few days ago, and the exciting news is she got a brand new SUV from her husband. Why were you waiting to say that?
You know,
got a brand new SUV, guys.
Yeah,
like, from Pastor Official Bless.
Really interesting.
That was really
and it's lovely. Ha! You guys need to, if you've not seen this SUV, go online right now.
Yeah.
Like, it's actually catchy. It's giving. You know when it's giving. It slaps.
But Abby, we had a lot of people come to ask, okay, what is he doing? What kind of work? What does he do? Aside being a pastor and all that. And some people were like, okay, you know what? Keep it to yourself. Don't bring it out so that tomorrow, in case Nigerians will always be Nigerians.
Why did you keep what to yourself?
And Mercy Chinwo said we should go and thank her husband and say she sent us.
Yes.
And some girls were like, okay, are you sure? Are you sure? Nigerians.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, that one is bad. Because some daughters of Jezebel be saying, are you sure we should go and thank you? Like, we have other ways of thanking him. Are you really sure? Hello, please. They just got married I think last month or a couple of weeks back. Please, I'm begging you, daughters of the world.
And it's so funny that it was when we saw that she got engaged that she started becoming the news. Like, we know who Mercy Chinwo is,
she's
right?
Very calm.
But now she's now out there, like everybody's up on their business.
Yes.
Like, what is happening?
Then again, it's Nigeria. Like, we want the drama.
Yeah.
Like, there must be drama somewhere. So that one is for sure.
Or you marry your brother.
Moving on from
sister.
sister, brother. That's where the drama started.
Exactly.
Like my sister in the Lord, my sister. She's like, sister to me.
Congratulations once again.
Congratulations. I love the it's an SUV, a black SUV, latest model. You guys need to check that car out. But let's move on. There's a gist about Maria Okon and Olamide Bado, but you want to find out about this one, you have to stick around after the break. We would give you the details.
I used to care for the world's opinion. I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Maltina, share happiness.
Fuse Unpotted.
So this would be a continuation of like a gist of like 3 years ago between Olamide Bado and former Nigerian radio presenter and media personality Maria Okon. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well.
Maria Khan.
Okon.
Maria Khan.
That's right. Don't do that. Okay. She finally breaks her silence after there's been a lot of, speculations and different narration and perspective of what went down between Olamide and her after she relocated to the UK and gave birth to a son.
A girl.
Sorry, a daughter, I beg your pardon, for Olamide Bado. Now, people felt like it was supposed to be a secret between them before Olamide went to beg his wife and revealed that, Otisheleo. They get, and finally, to cut the long story short, she revealed her side of the story and she put out a message, which I want to read to everybody verbatim. I don't want to quote it, so let me just read it to you guys. Your trolling comments, death threats and insults all these years have meant nothing. We're doing well, we're healthy, we're making money, and we will continue to elevate. And for the record, no one gave me any stinking money for an abortion. As a mother, you carry your child and deliver a baby. By the grace of God, you will know how insulting this is and has been for me. At the time this nonsense stories came out, I chose to focus on delivering my child. And since I had a high-risk pregnancy and a fibroid that practically exploded a few months in, but now she's safe and sound. There's no pressure. We thank God. She said this is literally the story of a lady who came to the UK halfway through pregnancy, discovered she had to raise a child alone, and after having a daughter, she started a career from the scratch in the UK, and now she's a presenter in BBC UK,
It's so funny how when she got married initially, that was 3 years ago, a lot of people Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Pregnant.
What? When she got pregnant 3
Yes.
years ago, a lot of people had opinions on who her baby daddy was. Some people were sure it was Olamide.
Yeah.
And she didn't come out to say.
She said
didn't come out
nothing.
and say anything,
Yeah, she
right?
said nothing.
And I feel like a lot of baby mamas have this entitlement mentality.
Yeah.
First of all, you knew, I don't think Olamide was married as at then, but he was engaged.
Actually.
I think he was engaged. Was
Right,
he married?
he was married,
Oh, he was
bro.
married. And
He
I think he
was.
has 2 sons.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
Yes.
I mean, he knew this guy was in a relationship or was
And
married.
already had a child. Or had 2
Exactly.
children.
And you decided to fall for, you decided to, have a kid for him.
Mm-hmm.
So it was okay for you to keep quiet as at then. Now coming out to say, okay, there was nobody that gave me, okay, people were saying that Olamide gave her money to abort the baby,
Mm-hmm.
but she relocated to the UK and decided to keep the pregnancy. And I'm like, why don't you just why coming out now to say, okay, nobody did
I feel like-
that.
I feel like
I'm taking
because-
care of my child on my own. I do not need any blah, blah, blah. I'm like, is it really necessary though?
Yeah, she didn't need to put the part that she's taking care of her child on her own. Because like she chose to have the child on her own. Do you understand? But then again, this thing is about perspective, all right? We don't know what is what.
Exactly.
We don't know
heard
if,
Olamide's side of the
that's
story.
the thing.
You
We don't
can't-
know what is what. But I respect her for being able to handle the situation maturely.
Yeah.
And despite it is a very challenging thing for you people, for someone to be going through an health issue and be dealing with trolls,
Yeah.
which shows a level of strength, and I applaud her for that, and I honestly do wish her well. She has been able to handle it well, but I feel like one of the major reasons why she's coming out to now say something about this is because like a lot of people have different narrative about her, and her now is a success story because she started, I mean, according to her, is not, the story is not sweet, or it doesn't end well if there's no icing on the cake.
Yeah.
She started her career from the scratch all over in the UK after relocating from a well-established career here in Nigeria. And over there in the UK, she's already a presenter and broadcaster somewhere, all right, in BBC UK radio. And that's a big deal for her. She's doing well already for herself. I feel like if she's not doing well, or if she's doing badly as people would have expected her, especially trolls, she would not come out to say this. So she's in a very good place. She's in a very safe space. She's in a place where she can actually handle anything you throw at her now because, okay, I'm doing well. What do you have to say about me? She gave birth to a child. She's well. She can pay the bills. She's doing well. Okay, but that's a side of the story. Do you understand? That's a side of the story, and it's working for her, and she's doing well. If Olamide decides not to say anything, so well, so good. We don't know what it is, but everybody will always give their own perspective. And for her right now, she's doing well. I wish her well.
Yeah,
that's all I have to say.
I mean, I'm a very big fan of Maria.
Yeah.
Station.
When I first heard the story about 3 years ago, I felt like there was some iota of truth in it about the whole, they didn't want the child. They didn't agree to have the child together. She decided to have the child on her own and relocated. But we don't know now. We don't now know what transpired after then. Do you understand? There might have been constant communication, assistance here and there. Oh, you're already having my child. Okay, how do we now do it? Oh, my family already knows that I have a child outside. We don't know, but I believe there must have been some other things that would have transpired beyond what we just heard here in Nigeria. So moving on from that, congratulations to Badu also. He got an award at the Headies. So I have to put that in check. This is where we literally have to draw the curtains right now, guys. Please do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel right now, please. Fuse1 on YouTube, and make sure you follow us on Instagram, Fuse_local. Hey, link up with me. It's by Force by Via, okay? Link up with me at AB_Akins. That's AB_AKYNZ. Did you hear it? Shofile. It's crazy. Holla.
All right, guys, follow me on all social media platforms at _Madichi, and of course join the conversation on our YouTube and Instagram platforms.
That's right. From all of us here in the studio,
stay fused
and get your PVC.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.